Okay, we're live again. Okay, well, we've got Scooters here. Scooters, Scooters. It's a cool little bar. It's an institution here in uh, it's an institution here in Portland. So yeah, so we're gonna work on this. We're gonna work on that car quite a bit. I've got my original photograph that I took. I took this photograph, and so I'm gonna get on this. Let's see what type of car that is. I'm gonna zero in on it. Whoa! Jeep over there. Oh, I can't quite tell what it is. I'm gonna guess it's either a kind of looks like a Camry. I'm gonna guess that's a Camry. So okay, let's get going. Hey. Yeah, I'm gonna add some black here. Carbon black, carbon black. Oh, which reminds me, I gotta order some. Excuse me, goodness. Order some new Prussian blue because I use quite a bit of Prussian blue, as you know. Let's get going here. That's anti-ground. Anti-ground, anti-ground. Okay. Hey, Anthony, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Mixing a little bit of blue with black. I like just a tad of white. Get that in there. I wonder how that play is with Hugh Jackman. And you notice they've been advertising quite a bit. It's hard to. Oh, what the hell was his? Now I know his last name was Preston, but gosh, yeah, I can't imagine replacing him because that was just like his role, you know. Gosh, I tell you, I've never seen anybody could rattle off words that fast. T rhymes with P, which means pool halls. I was hoping to zero in on the hubcaps because sometimes that's where the car's emblem is, but they were rolling, so they were kind of blurry. That's all right. You don't have to. 76 trombones in the big parade. Oh, Lord. God, I don't know what my problem was yesterday. For some reason, I was flashback to Facebook where you turned off the camera, and I think I actually did that. I went here and touched the cam, and then went over here and left the thing running for almost 7 minutes after I was off. And then I started out the evening thinking I had the camera on reverse, and I said, "Wait a minute, it's on cam, you idiot!" God, it's just tell it's been a long day. Hope everything's good with you, Anthony. Adding some unpronounceable blue or phthalo blue. There we go. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to order some more of this too. Try to get that green going here. And white, yellow, and blue. There we go. Scooters, named after the guy's name is Scooters. That's his Scooter. That's what his first name is. Hey, Merrick. Greetings. Oh yeah, they've been advertising it on Facebook because Hugh Jackman right now is starring it on I think it's a Broadway show. So, wow, I'm trying to think of the name of the actor that was in the original one that he's so known for. Oh, guys. Robert Preston. Hey, my God, it came to me. 76 trombones. That's about all I know the words to. Back of the seat here, you can see, and there's a back of the seat here. Just barely see into the car. Not much, just a little bit. No idea, people. Oh dear. Driver. This is on the driver's side. I don't drive much. Sometimes I have to think. Oh, I tell you what, when I go out for my walk, I don't miss driving whatsoever. Oh, you can just feel the rage as they go by, you know. It's like, wow. Gosh, that was running suddenly. I got windows open. It was so much nicer today. It was cool out. Oh, God, what a relief. Oh, yeah. Oh. Fortunately, that happens. I think what gets me is I think I've told you about this story a few weeks ago. I used to ride our light rail with this one lady. We had the exact same schedule, so every day we were on, and we ended up stuck up a friendship, and actually went out for beers every once in a while. And she, and we kind of lost contact, and then I just happened to a memory thing came up. Found out she's been dead for a year and a half. It was just like, oh, you know, that's gloom. That's gloom. Looking for my rags here. Hold on. Hey, I'm sorry. Sorry, Anthony. It's weird how like Facebook or when it was MySpace and stuff like that, I've had some people that have been my friends for years. You know, it's really wild. You think about it, and never have met them. Never. Yeah, this car was in the process of going through the intersection. When I was standing there and I snapped the picture, and there was the car. That's fine. That's what I want when I do these pictures for potential paintings. Is I want a car going across. I want people in the crosswalk. I want, that gives it that life, Getting at it, gonna get those hubcaps better and all that stuff. It is so interesting how digital our lives have become. We're digital friends, pretty much. It kind of scares me if they ever get to a point where they do holographs. Yeah, it's always a shock when you find out. These hubcaps and wheels and thing in here. Oh, yeah. Sometimes you just need to take that mental break, when something like that happens. That's for sure. Sometimes I find, though, personally, this is me. I find doing the painting helps, especially if I've had like a rough day. It, yeah, that's me. Everybody has their own way of coping. That is for sure. Well, tomorrow's my super duper early day. No, 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 no. Oops. Let me add a little more of that night brown, that night brown. remember this one kid, not a kid anymore, but his one kid friended me on, I don't know if it was Facebook. I think it was actually MySpace originally. And friended me, and he found out he was only 17, kind of made me panic just a little bit, but he liked my artwork. So, and then later on, he actually was half Taiwanese, and so he actually ended up going into the Taiwanese Air Force, and ended up becoming a 777 pilot. I said, "Wow, talk about a kid that had drive." I tell you. Yeah. Right there in Kent, Washington. Kent, Washington is south of Seattle, just south of it. It's actually part of the metropolitan area. Kent's a good-sized city all by itself, but a lot of Boeing there. Yeah. It's always a shock, though. Well, he didn't die, so I mean, he's still. But it's just talking about friendships that are on. I mean, he's probably in his 30s now. Well, he has to be in his 30s, And I just think about the holy crapolas. That's God, time is flowing by. They got their mirrors here. A person we haven't seen is Leighton. I know he's online. It's not like he's, but I'd like to see him come online more. And I don't know. I think there's some people who don't get that, where people have to heal kind of like in their own way, and there's some people who just know what's best for you, and sometimes you just need to be left alone, for lack of a better way of putting it. I know, been there. Need that quiet time, I get that. As you know, it's hard for me to be quiet. All right. Let me take a look at this car. I want to see what's reflecting on the thing here. Oh, yeah, that's amazing. Yeah. Well, Merrick and I have a mutual friend. His name's Grant, and he actually tunes organs, builds organs, and he's a wonderful organist, so that's kind of cool. Oh yeah, I'm sorry about your dog too. No, you've been kind of hit. Oops, move in. Okay. So reflection in here. Put that in there. Rinse. Seems like everything comes around all at once at you. That's for sure. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit of red here. These are just must be like a sign across the street. Actually, my friend's place is across the street. He lives in a high rise there. I'm trying to think what sign that would be. Inquiring minds want to know. Are you planning to get yourself another dog? And that too is a very personal choice. You can tell I have the window wide open. Some pickup truck going by there. All right. Person waiting there. I wonder if that's they're either waiting across the street or that's a Lyft or a Uber. It's very possible. In fact, I think that's what I was doing. I was waiting for a Lyft. That might even be my Lyft that I was waiting for. I don't know. Inquiring minds want to know. Do-do-do-do. Yeah. No, that's yeah. I understand that one. Okay. Now over here, it's on that side of it. There's a Jeep sitting here with its rear tire. It's out there. Yeah. Gotta get that Jeep parked in there. I think it's a red one if I remember right. Yep. I was right. My goodness. I'm not gonna make it bright red because it's in the dark, but you'll see that it's red. Tire in there. Being lit up on a scooter sign there. I have a friend that's really into Jeeps. He's also a good photographer. I don't have to put too much detail on that. It's interesting though. It has this bumper. Tend to have big bumpers on those things. There we go. Then there's a sign right here. It's like parking. Get that in there. Fence. Whoa! I couldn't help myself. Sorry. Yep, 4 o'clock in the morning. Ugh, boy, and it's really weird. I've been waking up at about. That needs to be just a little bit. Darken that up. Parking sign. I saw this great photo of typical parking in Portland, and it was just awesome. And I said, I'm going to need to do that. That's got to be a painting sometime. Because our parking signs here are just screwed. There's so much information on the darn thing, you almost drive right into another car trying to read all the information. Parking except for this day. Parking. Yeah, my goodness. Okay. Get a bigger brush for this. Start darkening that up. And this would be 11th? No, it's not 11th. Not 12. It might be 13th. I think it is 13th, yeah. 13th. Yeah, this is 13th. Oh. Yeah. My dad and mom used to live in Portland in 1960. That's all, they only were here for like 1 year, and he had a parking space downtown. The reason why it was a cheap parking spot because he had a Triumph, an Austin Healey. I take that back. It was not a Triumph. It was an Austin Healey, and it was the only thing that could fit underneath the bridge there. The bridge. I determined he didn't know he couldn't remember what bridge it was, but it was the Morrison Street Bridge, and there's a place there that it was just. You could only a tiny car could fit in, and that worked for him. Thought that was kind of funny. It was funny when he was visiting one time, and at that time I was working right downtown, and he was trying to find the old building that he had worked in, and it turned out that the building I worked in replaced it. I said, wait a minute. Then once we figured it out, and he started laughing, he said, well, so yeah, my building replaced yours. uh, So this is Washington, and this is uh, this is the 13th. For those that are familiar with Portland, and Washington is one of the strangest streets. It's a very busy street, pretty main road right down through downtown Portland. Is one way heading west, and it comes to a stop sign. Oh, that has got to be the most screwed up intersection on the planet. Yeah. I'm done here. I have to make a beeline to bed, pretty much. I snap a picture, post it, and bed. But like I keep saying, I've learned you can't get too early. It doesn't work. I think you're a night owl, Anthony, right? I mean, it's amazing that you're always on. You're on quite a bit, and that's New York time. Hell, it's 11:30 already there. Just a second. Oh, I know. I know. That's a pretty big building going up. I guess it's going to be 3 stories taller than the Indigo. But I think what's interesting, the Indigo was supposed to be 30 some plus. Darken that all in. 30 plus stories, but the Great Recession kicked in and they stopped that. The hotel pulled out, and that was that. There's going to be a hotel on top. Nope, not anymore. I don't know if they'll ever come back and try to finish that. I don't know. God, I gotta have that song stuck in my head forever now. Gotta take a look at something here. And there's that infamous sign. Stop sign there. It literally comes to a stop sign. It's like the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Then on the other side is 405. And so you have people trying to get across, trying to turn, it's a horrible intersection. I always try not to get it, so I have to go through that damn thing. Going across the way there. seeing up here is a hillside. Yeah, that's right. That's a vacant lot. Now it's coming back to me. I only lived here for 14 years, and you'd think, huh? Oh, Lord. Last time I was in scooters, I was Scandals wanted me down at a certain time for to deliver my paintings, and I they weren't ready for me, so I dropped them all in there, and then yeah, but and so I was like, oh God, there's nothing open at this time in the morning. And then, well, Scooters was, yay! So I was having my mimosa at about 9 in the morning. Yeah, they will. I I doubt they do it, but apparently the building is engineered for it, so you never know. Get this neon light. I always love neon lights. I haven't seen a play in a long time. I think the last play I saw, as I think of this 76 trombones, the Music Man. Uh, uh, oh, yeah. Yep. Yep. I'll tell you what, dealing with Scandals are one of the best people to deal with for doing art. You got Monroe there that hangs it up for you. I've learned just to get out of his way. Don't. I can always remember one time I was in there. Oh, this was years ago. And there was a guy that was telling him how to set up the paintings. And I just looked at him, and then I heard Monroe tell, I think it was Nick, say, get him out of here. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, get him out. It's tossed out. I always say, I told Monroe, you're so anal you whistle. That guy was telling him how this. Oh, no. And that wasn't even the artist. That was the artist's friend. Yeah. Hey, Mavis! How are you doing? Greetings. Ah, good to see you. Making progress on Scooters here. Actually named after Scooter. Oh gosh, what's his last name? Scooter something. Gosh darn it! I thought I had that down. Well, the next time we work on this thing, which is tomorrow. That's the plan. I'll have that looked up and how long they've been in business. They're like an institution here. They actually have very, 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 very good mimosas. I'll tell you that one. And I've heard their Bloody Marys are quite good. It's very rare that I have hard liquor at all, but every once in a while, a Bloody Mary. Oof, that's my favorite of all cocktails. Is a Bloody Mary. spicy beyond belief. You got to feel it the next day. You know what I mean? You're probably going, great. That's way more information we needed, Mike. Just get a scooter sign. And it's scooters with apostrophe S. It's not multiple scooters. It's a scooter. It's funny when I went in there, she was saying, I've never seen you in here. So I got an art. And when I mentioned I had an art show and this couple was sitting next to me, she said, where is it located? And I said, there. And she showed up for my opening and actually bought I had a lighthouse there and she bought it. I was like, and I let it go off the wall that day. That's cool. Trombone and the big parade. And somebody had a birthday here not too long ago. So happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, Natus. You're like, oh, I could have gone in my entire life without hearing that. All right. Oh, that's what I was looking at. Like I said, I don't mind going in, but it's that early morning thing. Waking up the birds. Well, somebody's got to do that. This is really close to my friend's place. So we should go back a few times. Change up every once in a while, you know? There's another place I like in Portland. It's called Momo's. They have a great outdoor area. It's great in the summertime. I think they probably survived COVID for no other reason because of that outdoor area. I've noticed a lot of places that did not have an outdoor area, unless they could do a takeout or something like that, gone. They didn't make it. So sad. You know, and anytime you see a business go down, it is really sad because you got to remember somebody put their entire dream into that thing, and they're gone. You know, I can only imagine what that's like. They sunk their life savings into it and their dream and gone. That's depressing. Okay, let me take a look at this. Yeah. Okay, now I see. Gotcha. Well, you deserve to be greeted like that. Megas! Building right here. I think that's uh, what is that? The recovery center. The DP. I think it's I think I remember that. Talking to myself full bore. Once again, imagine that. Okay, now we're going to come in with blue here. What this is the hillside here. I think they call them the. Oh my God, my brain ain't working here. What hills are those? Tualatin Hills, that's what it is. And they were formed by Ice Age. This is a big valley that Portland sits in, Willamette. And you go, we have a big tunnel you go through, both the light rail and also our 26 freeway. There's tunnels you go through, and then you come out into the Tualatin Valley. And up there, Beaverton, and that's where you're off. And you keep going, you go into Hillsboro. Yep. Just in case you're wondering. That's what these are. There's houses on there. We're going to get those houses on these extraordinarily expensive homes. God, I tell you, I don't think there's any one of them under $1 million. They've been advertising that darn thing. I'll tell you what, if I was in New York, I'd probably go to it. And it's interesting, you think of Hugh Jackman as the Wolverine, and this tough guy, but he could sing and dance. That's what. So they said he's what they call it, the triple threat, where you could actually sing and also dance, and he also can act. But Hugh Jackman, he's originally from, I think, Australia, if I remember right. So maybe he knows Angie. We should ask Angie if she's ever had dinner with him or something, Do-do-do-do. Boom, boom. Okay. Yeah, it is. I was right. 13th. All right. That's right. There's the sign. 13th. Mm-hmm. Yep, I got that right. I try to see where things are lined up. Our fancy, handy dandy lights we have in this city. I do like them. Never seen a city that had so many cool lights. I was watching a guy paint one. We're close to where I work downtown, and that was quite the job. Had one of those lift trucks and painted it, and went on to the next one. I like seeing Portland starting to make a comeback. It was really looking pretty bad for a while there, and everybody thought that was it. Portland's gone. And I said, give it time. Give it time. It has too much character here for it to go away. And I was right. It's starting to come back. I'm starting to see events downtown again. You're starting to see things going on, and it's exciting, We still have our problems. I'm not going to lie about that, but it is kind of nice. I'll have my little glass of vino here to relax, and then finish. I was telling people yesterday was like I don't know. I was in Facebook mode, and I was thinking, you know, I forgot to put the cam over here, and I was like, why is this thing not reversing? And I said, because it's a cam, you idiot. And you need to move it. Oh, one of these times, my problem is when I end, I kind of have to get to bed, so I don't really have time to sit there and edit it. I might have to start doing that just because I think it'd probably be better if I did that. But there's something about the roughness of life too, you know. You know, once I get something stuck in my brain, it's there for a while. You'll probably hear this song again tomorrow. Oh, the curse! Down there. That dry. We got the sign here. You can actually see it. And a little bit of green because those are always green. So you need to actually come up with a little bit of sap green. Ding dong, ding, ding, ding. Dry. Rinse, 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 rinse. Fine, fine, fine. Rag, rag, rag. Oh, yeah, I should tell you. I'm going to add a little yellow here. So funny, you actually have to look at it to see how it. It was funny in Spokane. They had one of these walk signs, you know, and the thing malfunctioned, and it looked like it was flipping you off. And it was funny because they had just received a tremendous amount of snow. Spokane could really get a lot of snow, and they said a statement on the weather. Water than that. It's kind of sticky, the paint. Now, if it paint's kind of sticky, just you know. Oh, yeah. Mine, I think mine's probably a mental problem. Oh, yeah. It's like I said, a psychiatrist came through here, it'd probably throw me in. Get him out of here. He needs to go to some loony home. Yeah. I forget what city was experimenting with these things actually move or something like that. So people actually pay attention more to it. They said people tend to, they're so used to looking at this thing that they don't pay attention like they should. So I said, when they mean stop, they mean stop. You don't want to get yourself flattened. I'll work on that too. Do a lot more cleanup. Might get done tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure. Don't want to rush this. There's no reason to rush it. I'll say hello to the birds in the morning to you, for all of you. Oh, it's just so terrible of a time to have to get up. But that's the way it is. Let's see, I think that's southwest. Yep, I was right. Okay, as soon as I get this in there, I'm going to have to call it good for tonight. $13th. Okay. These straps go like that. There's straps to hold that one on. And we're going to do a lot more work on these lights. But on that note, people, I'm going to have to call it good. Thank you again for joining me tonight. I'll be back on tomorrow at 8 p.m. right here in Oregon. So we got more shine on that car. The car's starting to get there. We still got to work on the parking signs and stuff like that, and on the lights. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to be able to get this done tomorrow. We're going to probably get darn close, but we'll get done by sometime this weekend. And yeah, yay! So scooters. All right, take care. Stay healthy. Stay safe. Take care of yourself. Thank you to those healthcare workers and all those people have been keeping things going. It looks like we're getting through this, and which is a relief. But like I said, hope for peace. All this stuff that's going on. It is scary times, but keep your chin up and paint or do art or be creative. Take care. Bye bye. Scooters. Bye bye. Robust. Ba-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum.